Gemini is giving me you're on the wittier side of things. It's like when people ask you casually, it's like, so who are you dating? They get it's such a breath of fresh air to meet you or to be introduced to you, or to just have maybe a 2 minute conversation just in passing. Just your energy is like, ooh, that person smells good. You ever brush past somebody in passing, and they have that freshness. They just smell nice. And you can literally smell nice, but that's also your aura, your energy. It's nice. Well, hello guys. Hello Gemini. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I am eccentric RockStar'Seed. And when people ask Gemini, it's like, well, are you seeing anybody? Or is there somebody special in your life? It's like you're casually dating life. So you are like that with people well-roundedly. Keep in mind, take what resonates, leave what does not. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. So we left off with that random Libra read, and it was something regarding this King of Cups. It's like when I look at this picture, it's like he almost is dumbfounded when it comes to you. Almost, okay? Because as you remember, you were in this Queen of Swords. So you were making, what were you making, Gemini? Making decisions based off of what's going to keep you pushing forward, what's going to make you happy. And what was the logical thing? What put you in that Queen of Swords energy to this King of Cups is I will not be emasculated or over consumed emotionally, mentally. Like it's too much. Like you are discerning this King of Cups and you're looking at this. You can't help that you can read all the silly nonsense that comes with this King of Cups. Not to say that when you see the King of Cups, it's full of nonsense, but in the positive light, when you see the King of Cups, you see positive traits. You see fair, reasonable, emotionally intelligent. You see they're electrifying, they're magnetic, and they can come off that way. Sometimes when you see the King of Cups, though, you can see all of that, but it's also it's a double-ended sword, like the Five of Swords, because they could sometimes people abuse their power, but in this essence, it's like it's a storefront for something. It's a storefront for something else, and sometimes that storefront could be what you see in that Five of Wands picture right there. So in this case, you saw that this with all those good etiquettes and things I just named, it was a storefront for something else. I belched. My apologies. So, all you who arrange for Yusuf alayhi salam, arrange my affairs for me, fix my condition, and provide for me, O Lord, and protect me from the evil of your creation. O Allah, fulfill my need, relieve my distress, and relieve my anxiety, O Lord. I mean, see that prayer is talking about somebody bucking up against you again, like with this King of Cups being the master of bringing distress, at least to somebody like you. And this person could be looking at you like, well, how are you experiencing all of this with me if I'm not doing anything? It's what you think you're not doing. It's what you don't want anybody to know that you're doing. More importantly, and it's more about it's not about the poker face. I don't want to say it like that. It's not the poker face. It's this the person that has the poker face for something. Regardless of why you're doing it, I can see you for who you are, and I can also see what you're doing. That's what the Queen of Swords is. That's why her back is to this King of Cups. I wanted to say Queen. So there's a feminine energy that's influencing this King of Cups to behave this way towards this Queen. You might have thought they could have been antagonizing or saying crazy things out of their face to get a rise out of you, just because they believe you care. Well, you showed them in that Queen of Swords energy who really cares, who can really care, who can hold their own better than most. And it isn't you, King of Cups. Okay? I'm not the one to sit in distress. I'm not the one to rely on you. I'm not the one to be anxious about you, toward you, or around you. My provisions is sharp. My intellect is on point. My calibration is not off, says this Queen of Swords. Did I say Queen of Cups? If I said it, I didn't mean it. Queen of Swords is letting this King of Cups know. And you may have articulated it, you may not. But what I see is follow through. Okay? I'm not your 5-star lineup. I'm not someone you can put in a box for any reason or another. Oh, she's just somebody I make money with. Oh, she's just somebody I perceive as sex. I just want for sex. Or she's somebody I just shoot shit with sometimes. No. This is a whole lot of woman. I keep hearing that with that Queen of Swords. That is a whole lot of woman. That is a whole lot of woman. But because she shows up professional, direct. I see a lot of directness and concise. This person, you may think you can just put her one way or another, or it's just, again, it's something with the aura, the breath of fresh air, the fact that you can show up like floral provisions for this person, or in this person's humble opinion. Okay? So why don't we talk a little bit more about Gemini? Because maybe you're starting to learn, you could be getting an education, Gemini, about the way people are perceiving you and how it's pulling up insecurities about them. Okay, so you want to have a face-off? I don't think the person, it may not even be that deep for this person, and they didn't know it wasn't that deep for you. That's what they couldn't afford. Maybe that's it. That's it. I think you're cool and colorful. So you got the Hermit in reverse. So yes, I told you it's not that deep. And then on the bottom is clarifying the Queen of Swords. To this person, you're so serious. You're too serious for where they're going in life. Seven of Swords is underneath that Queen of Swords. That's because you smelt you smelt nonsense. You smelt nonsense, and the fact that you detected some kind of foul play, because you see the Seven of Swords, and what's underneath it is the Knight of Swords in reverse. See, they couldn't get one over on you. So now they act like you're too serious. You're no fun to play with. You're too serious. You're no fun to play with. What is a big dick when it has a little man syndrome attached to it? And then I'm not saying that you slept with this person. I'm saying you see the Napoleon complex in this person. You got a lot going for you. Just because I see your potential, like I ran down all those characteristic traits, just because I see your potential doesn't mean I don't see the nonsense. If I can see the potential, I can see the nonsense. So in the game master, it's like chess, not checkers. He's off as somebody, you took somebody off their footing. You knocked somebody down a peg. And this is a knight to a queen. They show up as a King of Cups, but they're really a Knight of Swords in reverse and a Seven of Swords. You got shit twisted. What is it? The braids? I hurt your feelings. You don't want to work with me no more? Okay. Okay. I don't know what I hurt your feelings about, but okay. But somebody's defenses is down with the Seven of Wands in reverse and the Knight of Swords is in reverse. Okay. Okay. So, let's do this for a minute. Because how you perceive this person, and I put them backwards on purpose. I didn't put the Hermit in reverse on that King of Cups. We know they're not that deep. Then some shit just cringeworthy. It don't even have to be deep, I guess. That's Kendrick Lamar Euphoria. And you're still in that Euphoria energy. So you might see them as a queen just like they see you as a queen. So now y'all matching wits. Okay? I feel like you decide your own vibe. When the Queen of Swords on this one, it says painter. But anyway, the Hermit in reverse is you perceiving them as nothing to be taken serious. Since they want to keep representing themselves as somebody you can't take serious, now you really don't take them serious. It's like the thrill of throwing somebody out in the streets is that they have nowhere to go. The thrill of plucking somebody's nerve is that you know that they care. The thrill of you showing up as it's not that deep, it's not that serious, it's playful. Okay? It's to see that it's to show you how much that person cared. That person used bullshit for people to show them that they care. So the thrill for you is to treat them exactly how they're acting is reverse psychology. Because now this King of Cups see you as the Queen. Now the Queen of Swords is twice on. The Queen of Swords is out here twice with doubling down now. Okay? I'm going to double my wage now. They see you as somebody who is in charge, direct. They see all your seriousness, not the fact that you care. It's like that's not all that come with the conglomerate. That's what you get for trying to box somebody in. You can't just bank on the fact that they care and you play on it and you misuse and abuse it and you don't have your footing. So what was exposed about this King of Cups is they didn't have their footing together in regards to how to handle you. Because swords are about communication and it's all about the mentality. So the Knight of Swords in the upright will be the game master. It's in reverse. Clearly this person don't have no game. But you're not here to clown them. Even though it's clowning, it's giving clowning material. It's funny. Okay, they hope to pull one over on you, just like they pull over on everybody. But this is a lack of common sense in the reverse with the Knight of Swords. And the Seven of Swords is in the upright. So that was strategy and wit. That was somebody helping them. And they just as goofy as all hell right along with this person, not knowing what they're doing when you see this. Okay, somebody thought their farce sense or their airhead. You're just a fucking airhead. I'll just tell whoever was helping this person is a fucking is an airhead. You're just aloof. Why? Why would you help this person? And really, it's not helping them; it's enabling them. Why would you try? How was another woman helping a man get into the psyche of another woman to get in her pants? You have to be low vibrational. Being a bottom bitch is not that savvy. Okay, that's just a poor self-esteem, poor excuse for a woman. When you think about it, when you realize your power, you realize that is a poor excuse. You don't want to help somebody attain another person, not realizing that's who's really in love with. He's really in love with this other person because he is the King of Cups. You dig? His defenses is down around this person. So if this Queen of Swords wanted to play with him, she can and she will. She's got all the tools. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So with the Seven of Wands in reverse is about your defenses being down. You just gullible, following the opinions of others. You're not standing your ground. Your defenses up. You're unblocked. It's like I don't think you meant to do it. You just wanted, by you standing your ground, what you did was slap the mask off that person's face without meaning to. With one of the mask cheeks over there. You did. And it was wet and sweaty and it smelled like roses. I heard. Okay? It smelled like it had a nice aura because you have that nice aura about yourself. So they like that shit. I like how you scraping and scrambling for change, Daddy. I like that. I'm sorry. I know the public hates Diddy right now. And I understand. I get it. I get it. But that particular clip he had on blue. And he was sitting at the table, I think it was Drink Champs or something. Look at that clip on YouTube where he's just poised. It's like you could tell, like in his mind is like his sexual prowl was the main energy with him sitting at that table like that. He has shades on, and he's basically just he's making all the straight men nervous with his sexual prowl. Who was it? Noriega. He must have dropped a piece of paper or something. He trying to pick it up. He trying to go with the flow, and Diddy just sitting there all poised, just turning his head all slow, like, I like how you scraping and scrambling for that paper, Daddy. I like that. Like, no, he didn't. What I'm saying is, this King of Cups didn't know that Queen of Swords had it in him. They felt like, I know why. I don't know what it is about you. I know I feel something for you, but I thought I was in control because of your niceness. You're not nice, nasty. You're just nice. Now this person, you undetected, you done annihilated this person's game. This person's game is no match for you. With this Seven of Swords in the upright, somebody was helping you with this Seven of Swords. This air, this secretive shit with the air, the moon. Somebody's moon sign is an air sign. Could be anybody. Okay, could be the person you annihilated their game. They don't have their footing when it comes to you, Gemini, or Gemini placements. They don't. Well, you thought you was the smartest, the sharpest pencil in the room. Your arrogance deceived you with that Seven of Swords. Because it's right next to this Knight of Swords in reverse. You don't have no game. You can be phony. This person could be two-faced. This person could just be silly all around. Just saying stuff. And it sounds cute. No, this person's defenses is down with this Seven of Wands in reverse. And that is not, you tried it. I should say you tried it because it wasn't that deep with the Hermit in reverse. This person does not seek inner wisdom. This person does not know any better because this person does not want to know better. This person can't do any better. This person can't do any better than you. When this person attained you, this person realized they can't do anything with you. What do you mean? I don't attract people like you every day. So you're here for a reason, and I want to protect my feelings as I figure out why. But see, that was the intention at one point. Maybe it crossed their mind to, let me study this person. Let me annihilate this person to figure out their weak points. I'm going to try to anyway, but instead you end up annihilating them. That's what it looks like. Further, I can pull these cards over here, y'all. It's like I'm talking, and I'm looking at the cards as I'm talking, but y'all don't see it. Hold on, I'm gonna pause it so I can fix the camera. Maybe that's better. I took it off the stand. So Gemini, it's not necessarily a feel good for you because it's such a natural thing to be. You're authentic. Your authenticity tells people, it makes people look at who they really are. Okay? You still want to think you are that fabulous King of Cups cover, but that's not all of who you are. We're looking at all the masses to the conglomerate because you, King of Cups, took a particular mass about yourself and wanted to fixate on that and decided to ignore the shadow work or something along those lines. Something you didn't want to look that deep into yourself because it's a scary sight. You didn't want to admit, I might got a little bit of ways about myself, a little bit, because you got discovery right here, the astronomer, discovery, augury. Like, you should have seen that coming with your cat eye. You see that? Furthermore, to look deep means I can't go back to not knowing. So really it tells me you do know better. You just choose not to do better. So you're lazy. Is that what it is? Shuffle for Gemini. See, it's your poise. It's the cat's meow. Remember we saw that death card in that other reading. I saw it. It's your poise. It's your cat's meow. They didn't know you had that sharpness in you. Okay. The aspirant. These are two that flipped over. Mentorship. Finances. The aspirant. Ambition. Diligence. Setbacks. So someone thought they can energy harvest off of Gemini's energy. Oh, I didn't know you. You know what it is to me? What it seems like to me is you didn't do anything special. I can't recall anything I did to have this person feel that way about me. They just did it on their own independence off of their own discernment or lack of thereof. Don't put yourself down so much, King of Cups. That discernment was real. Your feelings are real too and worth exploring. But you could have been a mentor to this person once upon a time, and it could have been for financial gain. So learning that this person has feelings or realizing this person has feelings or I know I have feelings too. We're in agreement. We have feelings. Okay. I want to use it sexually to gain more finances because that's what I do with most people. But most people don't have it like you. So if you can imagine the abundance we can pull together. I'm seeing $6 million in a month. We can pull those astronomical numbers in a month. So what else can we do if we stay consistent? If I could just get you to agree with me, okay? The diligence, the ambition, the head over heart decisions. I'm going to put my feelings aside. I'm not going to act on it emotionally because I don't think it'll get me this far. Not realizing that it's your emotions that's going to get, for this, in this unique case, it's not like anything you've ever experienced before. And even though you didn't go that deep, it's that deep. So using the ambition is fine when the emotions are attached to it. That's what gets you far with this person. But you didn't do that. So you were the player and you met the coach. This is a classic case. Oh, the player met the coach. I'm here for you for change. I'm here to shed light. And I don't mean to be so cheesy when I say it like that, Gemini. You shed light on the darkness. So what don't come out in the wash always comes out in the rinse kind of experience. Not to mention, you're not here to fit into any kind of dark programming or judicial programming of any kind, spiritual, political, physical, it doesn't matter. It could be your own family orientation. You're not here to fit into nobody's boundary box of any kind. Everybody, and you came experienced as a Queen of Swords. It's like somebody who's already been through the ringer. You're accustomed to people approaching you to misuse and abuse you for what particular mask they particularly like about you, whether the weak one or the strong one about you. You're used to people taking a particular mass about you and not making it, they don't want you to feel that deep about it. They wanted to, kind of fuck up your discernment and somehow, like the hermit in reverse. It's like, I don't want you to know that I'm doing this. I want to play in your face. So when you came equipped for this King of Cups. So this King of Cups, you write what the doctor ordered. I'll say that. Gemini and Gemini placements. You're right what the doctor ordered. You're just very different for what is accustomed. But you weren't met without prejudice because you're different. It's environmental attitude. It's an environmental attitude as to why you're met with prejudice. It could even be a little bit of racism in the mix. And it doesn't mean it's a different culture. It doesn't have to be. It can be. You dig? It can be your own people. Sometimes you're just racist against progress. Prejudice against progress, racist against your own people. Because you don't see your people as the golden parachute. Some sense of trauma by way of generational curse passed down from lineage to lineage, generation to generation. You're led to annihilate that. You come in with a specific set of tools to make people like you a nightmare for these King of Cups. These Knight of Swords in reverse. So somebody's defenses has been activated. How I say. The defenses was up with this person, you deactivated it. So now their defenses is down. They are completely vulnerable. Wands are fiery. So that's passion. Okay? They passionately wanted to keep their guard up with you, but they don't have the right tools to buck up against you. And why is that? Okay? That's what this person is discovering. There is an answer for that too. I hope I explained it right, Gemini. So he really wants to lick ice cream off your ass too. And that's fine. Okay? But right now, you got work to do. Okay? Because you'll never lose women when you mind your legacy. Okay? I feel obviously I'm talking to a man or a male figure, but you'll always have women prowling after you when you mind your legacy. You'll never lose women chasing money, but you'll never have money chasing women. Is the correct way to say that. Is the saying. But what that means is that your legacy has to be more important as a man. So if this person's giving the impression that women, it's a given that you should give me because I mind my legacy. Well, it's a deception with that too. Not really. This person's soft, and you're realizing that. I thought you had your shit together more than you actually did. But you got the mentorship and finances card next to ambitions, diligence, and setbacks. You're chasing women. You caught this person in a phase where they are chasing women more than they chasing their money. Because they fell for women. Not like you. So you don't you don't enter into anybody's life until it's time for change. And that's the point. That's the main attraction. We keep on going. Moonchild, an elk medicine woman, does not surprise me. 7, you got the Moonchild. It says, every saint has his past, every sinner has a future. So you still have a chance. Moonchild is a more water energy, heightened intuition, but you don't really know what's behind that fabulous cover, okay? So this person has a past. Could even have nice features. See this woman's face? Nice features, you dig? This person just want to be cool. And then you got the elk medicine woman right next to it. So somebody's life path number could be number 7, or personal life path number could be number 7, or you can even be 36 years old, or be a life path number 9. Okay? I wanted to discard my feelings. I didn't want to just hide them. I meant to discard them because it's too heavy to deal with when I'm trying to make something of myself. So I respect it when you're coming up in the ranks. And most people typically go through this when something changes or shifts during adolescence. So somewhere about 14, 15 years old, maybe a little younger, the adolescence phase, where you start to realize I need to create something for myself that protects me while I figure myself out. Because that's usually at the time where you're transitioning from boy to man, girl to woman. You know what I mean? It's empathy and compassion there with the elk medicine woman. This is a empathic person. This is a healer. Somebody who has that remedy. Look at her horn. Look at the horns right there. It has like words of wisdom, pearls of wisdom. You preach that shit, so teach that shit. Somebody doubted you, that you knew what you. This person don't know what the hell they talking about. This person likes attention, or is just seeking attention, where they didn't have none as a child. That's the secret. Well, if you preach that shit, teach that shit. If you must know. I don't know if we want to compare credentials. Maybe somebody has one credential and they mastermind that one credential and took off. Good. Now it's time for more takeoff. That's going to embrace change. Okay? Sometimes your ego, I know that personally. Your ego, especially if something happens to you as a teenager, you are very successful when you use that ego to make it's like turning tragedy to triumph, you know? But it's time this is an outdated system. I feel like that's what the truth of this is. It's an outdated system. You don't need it anymore. Shuffle for Gemini. Gemini placements. If it's making sense, like, share, and subscribe. Okay, you gotta be in their face with the cards. Listen. You better walk around like Daft Punk. I think what somebody did was try to punk you out of your credentials, or try to undermine your credentials. Who the fuck they think they playing with? Connect with fire. And I see that with passion and sex, even though this is a card of let bygones be bygones. And it is. While the other one of you is like, let the climax be the climax, so we can at least we can acknowledge our feelings, and how we channel them to make life better is through sex. Somebody's stuck on the part of the process where it's like, own your feelings, cater to that inner child. Someone still is childish in a lot of ways. Like, cater to that inner child where it's like, okay, I know I feel this way. I'm using sex right now. It's like eating cookies and ice cream when you feel bad, kind of thing. Somebody's stuck in that phase, stuck in transition. Because when I look at the number 12, that could be the hangman, that stagnancy. They trying to stay stuck there because it feels good through sex. While this also means let bygones be bygones, because this is an act of self-love. So someone's random acts of self-love, or the way they interact, is a little distorted with what they might think self-love is. Me making myself feel good and make you feel good too is generous of me. That could be what someone's thinking. That's this King of Cups. But what's on the bottom? We got the Queen of Swords again. This is my Queen of Swords in this deck. That warrior woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? This is the point of you to them. Meanwhile, sometimes, for you may not have always realized, what is, like, you're feeling a lot of this stuff too. You're connected. So you feel a way too. But it's like, what am I supposed to be doing here? Okay. I know how to stand up for myself, but what is the purpose? You might have thought it was a different purpose, and it is. Okay. But your deepest calling is to keep on going. This person has to look within. So very different timelines you two are on. This Queen of Swords is here 3 times now. Okay, you see that sword? She's not playing. She's ready to stand up for whoever is ready to admit they have an issue. Not like God Almighty, but like, I'm your best friend after God. I'm going to annihilate everybody who enabled you to get what they want out of you. It's like someone still struggles through sexual abuse too. I see that with the moon child and connect with fire. That 12 can break down to a 3. So it could be a life path 3. That's Empress energy, feminine, receptive energy. Someone doesn't know how to stand up for themselves as much as you do. So when you show up as this Queen of Swords, it can deem a little masculine, or they attract people like who likes to throw the punches for them while they sit back and be in this passionate energy, this manipulative. It's a little victimized in its own right. It's a little victimized while you balance that out. It's like, well, if you're being the needy child or the needy inner child, okay, there's an inner child that is not being catered to for somebody because it's giving needy child, and it can really just speak to your inner child not being addressed about all of this. So even if you are of mature age, like a King of Cups, you still have immaturities. You did show up as the Knight of Swords in reverse, but normally you're in the upright. So you master something. You're good at what would typically protect you. It's just that those specific set of skills are outdated. It's from a different timeline. It doesn't work on this warrior woman. You realize this is a warrior woman, okay? Not a piece of ass you can just like play around with. That's not what you're supposed to do with her. And this person knows her power. This also gives me that. So they know how to handle themselves when it comes to you. They were sent to you. They were divinely led to you because it was time for change. Whether you answered that call or not is something different. But needless to say, if you didn't answer that call, your defenses is down. You meeting this person or interacting with this person in some way took them defenses down. It's just a natural thing. The person's presence take that defense down. You probably scraping and scrambling for paper and shit, like acting nervous around this person. You probably do act fidgety around this person, or when this person approaches you or addresses you in some way, acknowledge you. I hear acknowledge. I like the way this person acknowledges me. Makes me feel special. But I thought the way to progress is to keep that poker face. This isn't any old body. So now you have to abandon ship, which was part divinely led for you, warrior woman, to abandon ship. Because that's the it's like you do the first strike, it hits your nerves some type of way. Right? It hits your nerves some type of way. You feel some type of way, then you become impervious to it after your nervous system is accustomed to feeling that sting. The elk medicine woman. The medicine has to work. It has to be penetrated. So you penetrated this person. Okay? You're not supposed to stick around to see the results. You just penetrated, you opened them up so they can receive. That's why the Seven of Wands is in reverse. And so is the Knight of Swords. There's no game that's going to work here. There's no game that's needing to be had. Okay? You saw this person with the Hermit in reverse. That is still somebody who is still holding on to their status or position, because the Hermit is technically the Emperor in reverse. So if the Hermit is not in reverse, this person hasn't come down off of that abuse of power yet. But they're going to. Here, I gotta go like this. Okay, just do this. I see the self-love cards are coming out more than the other ones, even though there's two decks mixed together. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. I've been trying to get a hold of you, and you haven't been responding. So we sent Warrior Woman. I'm going to just use that for best choice of words right now. We sent Queen of Swords in there to send to deliver the message. The rest is history. So what the hell all this is supposed to mean? On the bottom is call back your power, cut core, soul retrieval. Stop needing to be needed for validation. Stop being so external in what you're supposed to be doing, of what's right for you. You have loved ones. This can even be the Most High, first of all, when I see the ancestors. Your ancestors pray for this. You are a chosen one of your bloodline. and you got to own it. You're not standing in your power like you think you are. So you got to come off that position, that way of doing things, to learn yourself to do this way of doing things. It has to be connected. You have to be connected to yourself to be the ultimate successful, because the tangible success does not bring about peace and happiness. That's the point. It's nothing to curse out about tangible success. So don't take me wrong when I say that. Don't take me as no hypocrite when I say that. Everybody wants tangible success, and for the most part, we do. We get it. We get it. But we get it with not without integrity. You don't keep it in the healthiest way possible without the integrity attached to it. And that's a hard lesson. Some people don't learn it until after they already lost everything. So this could feel preventative. This could be a preventative thing. So I'm going to set a prayer for this King of Cups. And this King of Cups, the prayers have been answered. Okay? Your dreams, step out of your comfort zone, North Node. This is what you're supposed to be doing right now. You and this person could be in a South Node right now because they're a little afraid to speak up. Your dreams need a practical plan. To get to your North Node, you're going to need to ground yourself in knowing that there's more to be learned. There's more to be had. I don't have enough yet. I have what I've done. I don't have me under control like I have what I've done in control yet. So when if it's a certain area in your life that's being suppressed, it tends to show up in other vulnerable areas. So how do I keep my emperor status up? Because emperors are typically a stand-up person. They are connected with themselves, as well as they're connected with God, as well as themselves. That's how I mean it. Like an empress, an emperor and an empress. They know that they connect with God. They have the integrity attached to their success. And I'm not saying you could have started out like that and derailed somewhere along the lines. You know what they say? Success makes you the person you really are. Is this really your job, Gemini placements, to tell this person who they really are? You're showing them who they really are, and you leave off the rest. Because you still got a job to do too. Okay? Your hard work is paying off. Shuffle for Gemini. Confidence is your key to success. So you don't need the pride aspect, the pride and ego aspect. You just need to be confident that this is going to work out just like my pride and ego got me to further heights. That's on the bottom. The end of a tough, so I saw that already. The end of a tough cycle approaches. It's somebody in theory that works for you, but doesn't quite work for you. That's around you. And you thought you had it in the bag doing that. And that doesn't work for you because that's not soul stuff. That's ego stuff. And all you're doing is catering to someone's ego as how it feels to be attached to someone like you. So someone could have convinced you, oh, your higher calling dropped the ball. Queen of Swords dropped the ball. I'm going to pick that up. I'm going to show you how to do it right. I'm going to show you how you're supposed to be fucked, sucked, loved. I'm going to show you how about this money, show you about this and that and that and that. So that's all fine because I did it all by myself without you. But what do you do? It's like something, the deception is off. Because it sounds good in theory. The ego will make you think. Mentor, finances, and ambition, diligence, setbacks. There's still a setback somewhere because something's missing. You can't take one mass to the conglomerate. Someone could be misusing you, Gemini, because it's fake. Regardless of what it is fake. Whatever box they wanted to put you in is fake on account of I can't tell you what I'm really up to. I can't tell you how I really feel and what I'm up to. And somebody's striking their ego right now. And it's like, I'm still weak for that. That's why you came in, Gemini, because you ain't supposed to be too weak for that. You're supposed to be evolving. You're supposed to be turning the page for your family. You forgot your family is dependent on you. You forgot your ancestors prayed for this day. You're here. So when are you going to get started? Anytime you want to stop playing and get your shit done. Nine of Cups. On the bottom, Death of Transformation. Is that the Lovers? North Node versus South Node. Death of Transformation. And then you got your Ace of Wands, your Ace of Pentacles, Harmony. What you do or what you got going that your ego attracted, the people, places, and things that your ego attracted, it's good for them. It's not good for you. They network with you is good for them, but you feeling rejected to their Three of Cups. So your Three of Swords is to their Three of Cups. Like you feel rejected, misused, and abused secretly and don't want to tell nobody. And look who's behind it. It's that temperance, that balance to that Lover. And then that Ace of Cups. And that Six of Wands, that victory. Okay? That healing energy. Okay? Y'all got to cover shit. He's reptilian right here. Okay? This is a magician. The Magician card. But you see how she's let me get you right. So we can go get this money. We can go get more money. That Six of Wands. So we can eat at the finest. Just do all the finest of things. What's within that person's self-esteem. I hear Jay-Z. I was feeling worthless because my shirts wasn't matching my gear. So this is something personally I did. I went through that at 15. I would hooky school and have 2 and 3 jobs lined up because I wasn't 18 yet, obviously. So it was a law passed where a minor couldn't work past 7:30, and on the weekends, they can work up to like 10 o'clock or something like that. The curfew, they had to be in the house by 10 o'clock. They couldn't work past 7:30, but they had to be in the house by 10 o'clock. And on the weekends, 12 o'clock. And I would find loopholes through that whole judicial system and make a lot of money to have nice things. This King of Cups still work through that, or still attract people who are lower frequency enough where they could use this person needing that external validation to water their needs. They're the Three of Cups. Like, I can afford this as long as I'm attached to this person. And he's still feeling rejected, unfulfilled, unloved, unworthy, unwanted. So it's like, I can't dump them because I'm back to feeling empty spirited. But there's an answer for that because you got 3 aces here. Everything but the Ace of Swords. So it's feeling away, it's giving things, it's a far sense of victory. You have the opportunity to grow spiritually. You have the opportunity to grow tangibly, to ground your spirituality with your practicality, and your emotional fulfillment is here. As long as you take the lesson. And look at that. What flipped out? The Ace of Swords. That's the truth. That's the mind, the mental clarity. So now you have all 4 aces. Okay? I get it now. I can have spiritual sex with actual spiritual people or spiritual person. Someone is taking masturbation over somebody's call to have sex with them. They used to think that was lame. And I get it. When you can have people at your disposal. Whatever you want. You got a whole buffet. Man or woman. Whatever you want. I don't care what you didn't go with. When you was poor, you was one or the other. Now you rich or wealthy, you well off enough where you can have whatever you want. If you want them both, you can have them both. It's giving pride and ego like that. Hold on, y'all. I gotta check the stove. It's giving Gemini. My apologies. I had to check the stove. Don't knock on my door unprepared. Well, there's no point in me saying that, says Gemini. It's no point of me telling you not to knock on my door unprepared when I'm here because you're unprepared. I'm here to get you prepared. So me already having that discernment, and all these 4 aces is on the board behind them, backing the Lovers and the Death of Transformation up. So that's a death of ego. Somebody has to go through that, and you have to allow them capacity to do that. Can take a lifetime, could not take a lifetime. Well, that depends on you. Okay? Any closing remarks? Okay? Well, you want any closing remarks? Gemini is like to the point because it's giving witty responses, It's giving, I know what you want with that 4 of Wands. You want a victory. You want me to know that you're a great person and you're doing a great job and I should just give it to you. But that's a reward without effort. You haven't heard me yet. You haven't felt me yet in my absence. And then this wanted to flip over. Ace of Swords said that's the truth again. Okay, what's on the bottom? This person is obsessed. Or just really, they got strong feelings, just like you got strong. You weren't crazy for feeling that. And Gemini, I know they wasn't crazy for feeling that because the devil, behind the devil is the Two of Cups. And that Wheel of Fortune by chance. It happened by chance. You didn't see this coming. You didn't even see all this coming with the Two of Wands right there. So that's giving you what kind of connection this is with the Two of Cups and the Two of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune. Now you got the Hermit in reverse. Because somebody doesn't understand all these erratic and dramatic. They just think it's overly dramatic, unfair. Why am I going through all of this? It's painful. It hurts to do that shit, but you have to do it. And look, God darn it. That's the Hermit right there, introspection. And that's the Lovers, the Wayfarer. You got two ways. We can do this one or two ways. It's up to you. Okay? This is a lengthy process, but it's a permanent, long-standing, fixed process because that's the Hierophant. Okay? You only know one side of you. You're not connected with the ethereal side of you. You need balance. Just like they could be teaching you, Gemini, you attached to one more than the other. Your North Node helps you stay grounded with both. There, that's the truth. That's a Ten of Cups. It's a success. It's like that's unattainable right there. Sometimes you feel people throw pebbles at you. Sometimes you don't, Gemini. You see them trying to reach for you. Yeah, these wayfarers, these seducers, these Page of Wands. They're only good for one thing. It's good for image. It's good for marketing. This person realized now that they are a marketing strategy for somebody else's small business. Very petty. Very petty. And I don't mean to say it like you're the only one stupid enough to see them for who they are, but if it's you, you already went through this. So watching somebody go through it is like a proud parent. It's like, I got something to teach now. With the Mystic here, with the Hierophant, okay? I could teach you how to do it. I could teach these bitches too, but I'd have to charge. Okay? So you're feeling really good about yourself, Gemini. And then all's good in your neighborhood. And you patient. You're just going with the flow of life. Like you okay with going with the sync, flowing with the sync of how God works, how his mysterious ways led you to where you are today, and you are wise enough and self-loving enough to let other people experience it too. Everybody has a right to experience life, all the ups and downs, and just really connect with it and see and learn a lesson from it. Everybody has that right. You can't take that from anybody, and you're not trying to. After all, you've met a string of enablers for yourself. Bloodline, romantic, friends, everybody want to take something to keep you stuck, to keep you bouncing them. You surpassed it. You passed with flying colors. You gotta let this person do the same thing. Okay? Until then, he's starting to see you for who you are, with the Ace of Swords being here twice, because the Queen of Swords, you see that? That Queen of Swords is how he see you, and that Hierophant in reverse is how you see him. You see that? So he knows. He know better. Now you gotta allow the space, the mental capacity for his actions to match what he knows, that discernment. You dig? The Painter gives me wordsmith. Gives me focus, intense focus. And I didn't even peep game. She has a whole crescent moon on her neck. You dig? So this is very, very spiritual experience. That's the phase of life you both are at. He's catching up to that. Okay? And you ain't sitting around waiting. You still got life to live too. You gotta let this person reclaim their power. With the Devil card being here and the Two of Cups, they feel like they lost. Before it was a little backwards. They feel like they lost power with how they feel about you, or it would make them lose steam and lose power if they was all about you. Not realizing being all about you takes you places. Okay, that's North Node energy right there. That's me taking that. That's annihilating that Napoleon complex attached to my big dick energy, or you dig, or my wet ass energy. Take it if you're a man or a woman. That's North Node energy. That's healthy stamina. My body's clean from the inside out. My spirit's clean from the inside out. I can have healthier sex and it's long standing. I can fuck for 8 hours and without no Viagra. Not that you need it. It's just all in fun when you're getting high. If you, I don't know. I don't know why somebody snorts. I'm getting somebody snorts cocaine for fun when they partying hard with this addiction card. They party hard. If it's not cocaine, it's something strong, and it kind of make him limp. So Viagra is like he pass it off like it's fun, but deep down inside he insecure. Like, oh, something wrong with my dick behind all the shit I was doing. You dig what I'm saying? I got setbacks from within. I'm not, when you don't face them, they hitting my finances. I'm a poor ass leader. This is mentorship and finances. Your finances take a hit and your position in life takes a hit. That's got to change your mind a little bit. There ain't that much ambition and diligence in the world for these kind of setbacks. Let me go seek knowledge. Okay, it ain't the woman, it's what the woman represented. You, Gemini, was what the woman represented. Or Gemini placements. Okay? You don't come in until it's time for change. And if you're a man, switch it around. Gemini, you didn't come into that woman's life until it was time for change. What they did with the information is their business. You just have to do your job, but you can't stay stuck with them. You got to keep going. That was your lesson, to keep going. Don't stay stuck on it because you recognize what this is or who they are. And it's just like, I've been waiting for you. Like, this is exciting to me too, just in a different way. I don't know why my camera jumped like that. As soon as I said this is exciting, like heavy vibration. It looked like the camera vibrated. So that's heavy emphasis. Like, you get high off of this just like they do. You're just in a different space than they are. They got more life to live. They could be older than you and still have more life to live because they're not there yet. They're the Knight of Swords and the King of Cups. They sensitive. All right, Gemini. Man, that Seven of Swords still wanted to pop out. Under that Page of Wands, the Seven of Swords. You see that? And the Three of Wands. That's the ambition. Yeah, somebody moved in on y'all. Now they gotta move out because the building is going co-op. When I split the deck, the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is crying over spilled milk. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, Gemini. Okay? Until next time, sound like you having fun.